What's up, everybody? It's Steve Bass with Step by Step Dance. We are here with Shane Sparks, and we're in Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah.
So, what brought you out here this weekend?
Well, a beautiful lady by the name of Felicia hit me up, connected with my manager, and said, Shane, I want to bring you out to do something with my studio, with my class, and with my event. So we made a connection. She called my boy, he called me up, talked to her on the phone, made it happen. She flew me out here. Very, very nice lady, and I definitely will come back soon if she wants me back.
Now, you've been to Arizona before. In fact, I remember one of my friends who chose her out of the crowd at ASU a few years back.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And so you've been here before. You've been to Arizona a few times.
Yeah. I come here with a Pulse, and I think I came here maybe with Urban Jam, and then I think I came here. I think somebody actually just brought me, like Felicia did, like a couple years ago. So I've been here a couple of times. Dude, why is it 110 degrees? Like, I thought LA was hot. It was like 80.
No.
I was like, whoa, 110. Crazy, but I love it though.
Did you try that egg trick yet on the asphalt?
No. And when I was on my way here, somebody was like, dude, you can literally fry an egg in 1 minute out here on this floor on the ground. I think I'm gonna try that before I leave.
Been tested.
Bring me an egg, okay?
From Cincinnati.
Yes, sir.
What kind of influences before you made your trip out to LA to really pursue your career in '93, right?
Yes.
What were some of the early influences in your life that made you, jump out to LA?
Well, I'll tell you this, I had a lot of great dancers in my life. I had a boy by the name of Keith Sperling, Chris Tyler. What happened was, man, the movie Breaking came out. When the movie Breaking came out, you know how you could do something and you love it, but you don't really see a future in it until something comes out that inspires you to take it to the next level.
Right.
The movie Breaking came out, Electric Boogaloo came out, Beat Street came out. All those movies was coming out, man. We was just sitting around like, you got to be kidding me. There's other people that do this, and they do it in movies now, like we could be in a movie. Once we saw that, that's when we started taking it really serious. Because before we would do talent shows and battle, that's all we was battle every weekend. We trained to battle. And then when the movie came out, it was like about battling, just like our life, man. So after that, we was like, how can we get to LA? You know, it's another side of my life because I ended up evolving into a singing group. That singing group is what got me to LA because, after a while, at the time, dance was really hot, but you couldn't really do too much in Cincinnati with it.
Okay.
And you couldn't really go to LA and be successful out of it, even though that movies was out. You really couldn't do nothing with it until like ABC came out, and So You Think You Could Dance. You could do videos and stuff like that, but lately, the past 6 years, dancers can really get a name. Like, how many times you watch a video before an ABDC and all that stuff, and you knew the name of the dancer or the choreographer?
Right.
You really didn't know nobody's name on TV if they were a dancer. ABDC come out, electrolyte.
Gotta get that VHS tape right.
For real,
That's
man.
how it was.
For real, I'm not kidding. So now, when I see stuff, I love the fact that you can see a dancer on the street and people are like, oh my God, there's Dave Scott, oh, there's Roro, oh, there's blah, 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 there's Shane Sparks, and it's a trip. But just 10 years ago, I said a little bit before that, a dancer could walk down the street that choreographed the hottest movie on earth, and you would never know who he was.
Right.
So that recognition is beautiful, man. But that's what got me to LA, is that singing group. But then eventually the group fell apart, and then dancing, I just went back to my roots.
Right.
And then dancing was hot out here at that time, so I started teaching, and it evolved into what everybody saw, So it's a trip, man.
Make sure to follow. So as you went into LA, and obviously big shout out to Gabriel at Dancers Global for
Gabriel, my man,
doing a lot of stuff with that.
We definitely gonna do some work together, man. We got big plans, so
definitely. So and you've hit a lot on making it to Hollywood, and a lot of people just they have that initial excitement, like, oh, I'm doing it, and then it just falls apart.
Right. Because what it is, man, is a lot of people don't come out here with, they're not on a mission, they don't have a purpose. A lot of, what I hear from most dancers before they get out here? I want to do a video. You don't realize that you can do a video the first week you come out here. What a video does for you is put you on TV for that much time, give you a check that pays for half your rent, and then you're back out on the grind again.
Yeah.
You don't understand. You got to do 10 videos and a movie and choreograph this and da-da-da-da to make a living where you're considered a choreographer that do it for a living. You gotta constantly be working. It's not about doing video. That's why a lot of people fail. So they come out here thinking they're gonna do a video. They do the video, then they broke.
Right.
Then they back at home. You know what I mean? So you gotta come out here on a mission. You gotta come out here with a purpose. Think big. Think, I wanna be a choreographer, producer, director. I wanna be an artist. I wanna artist develop. I wanna open up a dance studio. You have to think big. but use dance as your vessel to get through there. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So that's what I want all dancers to pay attention to. And I learned really early about this crazy dance world, man. I went on a few auditions, as talented as I was. And when you're talented and don't get picked for a job, it's not that I had an ego. It's like, I should have booked that. But when they book you for being cute,
right,
and you in there dancing your butt out, it kind of hurts your feeling because you say, we're going to a dance audition, but a guy that just looked the part, got the gig, couldn't touch us on the floor if he wanted to. That kind of hurt my feelings, and it made me realize, like, this dance world is crazy. I don't want to be judged every day like that by people who are better than me and getting jobs or not booking jobs because people that are as good as me have a certain look or a certain image. So I decided to do choreography, and I went straight into it. Once I started doing choreography and started developing, all of a sudden my career started taking off, and people started seeing what I do. Then I went out on tour with Immature, did stuff with B2K. Then when Chris Stokes was a good friend of mine at the time, he did You Got Served, and it was funny because he came to me when You Got Served a year before it, 2 years before it came out.
Okay.
He was like, Shane, I got this movie. I want you to choreograph.
Was this a script at the time?
It was just a script.
Okay.
Just a script.
Okay.
And it wasn't even called You Got Served yet. It was called something else. He gave me the script. I read it. I was actually going to play Marcus Houston's part.
Really?
So I was reading the script, was getting into it. But right at that moment we was about to do that movie, B2K exploded. When B2K exploded, Chris didn't have time for the movie, so they went out and just destroyed. So that next year,
were you choreographing for B2K at the time?
no, Dave Scott was doing choreography for B2K. I was doing, I did some stuff with IMX, I did some stuff with Quentin. Quentin was an up and coming.
That's I love that.
Yeah, man. He had me working, man. Honestly.
Okay.
So after that, B2K blew up. Then the next year, he was like, all right, we're going back into production. B2K ended up being the stars of the movie because at first they weren't even in the movie. They ended up being the stars of the movie. So he said, I want you to choreograph it with Dave Scott and Robert Hoffman.
Okay.
A few other choreographers on there that aren't credited, but there was a couple other people on there that made that movie ridiculous. So, but we did that movie, man. I knew walking in the first day that we were about to make history. Like I knew it. I told him, I was like, dude, we're gonna win awards for this. This is gonna be the best dance movie ever made because we had the hottest dancers in the world in one room for a month. And I remember walking in there every day like, this is crazy. Seeing brothers just mastering and just like, you got to be kidding me, man. The only thing, I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that I wish we would have done is, I wish I would have connected with Little C and Tight Eyes a little sooner. Okay. Because they should have been in You Got Served.
Oh, they should have.
They should have been in there. Yeah. And Crump wasn't as popular yet.
Right.
But we knew about it.
2 years later, Rise would come out.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You know what I mean? My biggest regret is we didn't connect with them sooner because that would have took that movie to a whole nother level if we could have got those fools in there, you know. It's a lot of but that's one thing I regret. But other than that, man, the movie, that's what set the tone for the rest of my career. Because then Nigel Lithgow saw me. Right. He was like, I want the choreographer of You Got Served. You know, that came with So You Think You Could Dance. That changed my life. ABDC, I was doing Hip Hop International. You know Hip Hop International.
Of course. That's Howard Carey.
Yeah, exactly. That ain't nothing but ABDC.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly. So
it was just natural for it to evolve and me to evolve as a judge on the show.
Right.
So that changed my life again too. So, but because my mentality was I don't want to be somebody's dance slave. I want to be in control. That's what changed my destiny. So that's what I want the dancers to understand. Come out there on a mission. Doing a video, you can do that in a week.
Definitely.